A biomaterial resource is a material that comes from living things which can be sustainably managed, such as trees, cotton, or algae. They can provide us with food, clothing, or shelter from their many uses. However, since they are living materials, that means that they also require basic necessities to live, like oxygen, water, sunlight, and nutrients, as well as experiencing photosynthesis. Fresh water is a precious resource that is currently being overutilized and underregulated. If we use more biomaterials, that consequently depletes our diminishing freshwater resources as well. Since biomaterials are the most widely used energy source in the world, the ones we choose to use, how we use them, and how much of them we use are just as important. Biomaterials are becoming more widely known and utilized due to our increasing population, which is starting to strain our ecosystems. Increased greenhouse gases and global warming are only some of the effects the world is seeing due to our wasteful consumption and growing population. Biomaterials are becoming increasingly popular as substitutes to most first-generation biofuels to mitigate these escalating problems. In the grand scheme of things, biomaterials have had many positive benefits that can alleviate the negative effects people have had on the environment. However, biomaterials have their own caveats and needs, and proper planting to recycling practices to make them effective and efficient. This section of the presentation looks at the outlook of the bamboo industry. In the upcoming years, bamboo's demand is expected to increase internationally due to it being a renewable resource and the biomaterial's fast regeneration, which makes it easier to replace than other types of wood. It is also a very versatile product and can be used for many things, such as fuel, building materials, food, paper, and clothing. This is good for industry demand because the products from this industry are not over-specialized in any particular area. Additionally, the bamboo market is already worth $60 billion, and because more people are looking for more environmentally friendly products, bamboo is also estimated to increase in popularity because it is fairly cost-effective and can more easily follow environmental regulations if chosen. China and India have the largest bamboo markets currently. Competition from other competing countries are supposed to decline as these two countries expand their industries further with more competitive pricing. There is a potential for prices to increase for bamboo from these two countries if there were to be regulations imposed for the planting to recycling cycle of the materials in these countries to make them more environmentally friendly. There is a possibility for reform on how bamboo is planted to recycled in the next 10 years due to poor environmental standards currently existing and the growing degradation of the current industry's harvesting and manufacturing sites. With rising consumer activism in environmental protection and regulation, bamboo industry countries may be forced by consumer countries to adopt a more sustainable approach.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the geography and history of bamboo itself. So bamboo can be found in Asia, Australia, North and South America, Sub-Saharan Africa. Not to say that it cannot be found in other places, but these are the common places that that showed up when I searched it up. So in China, bamboo was used for more than its structure, and it was also used for things such as to an extent of medicine. So bamboo has a high level of acetylcholine, which acts as a neurotransmitter in animals and humans, and that is why I believe that is why they use this certain plant for medicine. And as you can see at the bottom down there, here's like some example of what the product could look like after the Chinese are done processing the plant itself. Moving on to talk more about the plant and its usage. So the bamboo could be used for other things such as furniture, small building structures, and simple weapons such as a bow or crossbow. So as you can see in the pictures below, the furniture are made out of completely of bamboo. The two chair, it looks really nice. It looks really neat. It just such has a unique pattern to it, and a lot of people use it for its for the look itself and for the design itself and whatnot. As you can see on the picture to the right, it shows some bamboo being used for structures such as a building and whatnot. You can see along the wall, those are all bamboo. A group of people that uses bamboo as uses bamboo to make their house would be like the Hmong people um, living on the mountain in Laos or Vietnam. They use these plants to build their building and to shelter themselves from rain and just nature itself. Also used by the Hmong people are these simple crossbow that you can see all the way to the left right here. As I mentioned before, bamboo can be used for other things such as like hunting arsenal and whatnot. So more people use it for crossbow to hunt small rodents and animals and whatnot. So a little bit more about the bamboo itself. Its land name is bamboo sodi, and so a little description about it is like bamboo is almost like grass. It has a hard body that could be used for many things. The leaves on the stem are long and slim. So as you can see with that little picture to the top right up there, it could, if you follow the description, you could kind of tell how it looks like. What I meant by that the hard body could be used by many things is that the plant itself is actually hollow on the inside, so a lot of people use it to cut. A lot of people cut out a portion of the bamboo itself and use it as water containers or canteens and whatnot. So records dated bamboo. Records originated bamboo from China, so that that it started from China or that it originated from there. This plant is easily produced. It has no negative effect on the ecology, and it produces oxygen. It regulates water. It prevents erosion and beautifies the landscapes. As its massive benefit, it's also like a plant that's really cheap and easy to produce. And once it's planted, the original bamboo just keep on sprouting out new bamboo. The one thing about it though is that the original plant that has been the original bamboo that was planted will never grow in size, but instead the new plant that they sprout will grow in size bigger and longer. As you can see in the diagram up there, year 1, it's like that's a plant that they planted. Year 2 is sprouted, so it got bigger. Year 3, and if you look closely, you can see that the original plant is still there, but it never grows in size. As I mentioned before, these plants are really easy to produce, and they don't really need a lot of attention or any special treatment. All they really need is soil that are like high in nitrogen, and or even like soil that are meant for grass could be used for these plants as well. So as you can see, it's like really easy to use, and it's really its usage is really beneficial for how much it's actually costs to produce.
This is the biology and chemistry portion of the presentation. My name is Monica Plant, and basically bamboo consists of 2 main parts, the culms and the rhizomes. Culms are cylindrical, and because of the silica content have a smooth outer skin instead of bark. The rhizomes store nutrients and anchor the plant to the ground. It's a composite material of cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, and the cellulose is beta-1,4 linked glucose anhydride units in linear chains, and has a 40 to 60% cellulose content. The hemicellulose consists mainly of xylin, and then other smaller components are ash, resins, polysaccharides, proteins, tannins, inorganic salts, and waxes. The culm can be used for many different things. It's used for charcoal, which is relatively easy to produce, because all you need is a kiln to heat it up and then carbonate the culm. It can be used for ethanol, which is a little bit harder to produce because of the lignin and cellulose is linked by hemicellulose, which inhibits the required hydrolysis, and it requires several different pretreatments, which could be more expensive. It can be used for construction materials. The bamboo is very strong and versatile. However, it also needs to be treated with preservatives to enhance its lifespan. It can also be used for paper. The smooth skin of the bamboo makes it difficult to convert to chips, and you have to be careful about storing the bamboo because of fungal decay. It also contains more cellulose impurities, which raises the processing cost. However, the bamboo fibers are thinner than wood fibers, which make it a good choice for pulping. It's used for textiles, and apparently the clothes made from bamboo are very soft. It is also edible. There are several different varieties of it are edible. Some are very delicious. It grows very fast, which makes it more renewable than any kind of plastic, and it makes it easier to grow than wood. The percentage of cellulose in bamboo is 40 to 60%, which is higher than wood, which is about 40 to 50, and hemp, which is about 57.
Hello, my name is Chang-wook Jung. I'm taking processing part of bamboo material. So what products can be made from bamboo? There are many applications, especially in the wood industry. There are particle board, flooring, molding, beams, and veneer. Today I'm going to talk about bamboo flooring. Bamboo is somewhat more durable and resistant to water damage than typical hardwood floors. Bamboo is also a highly renewable resource and grows very fast. It is one of the fastest growing plants in the world. Once harvested, bamboo can be replenished itself within a year, and some species grow about 120 centimeters per day. The bamboo flooring is cost-effective and environmentally friendly, which means not using fertilizer and pesticides. People who have small budgets for doing their floors and would love to get something relatively cheap and sustainable, it would be a good choice. So how is bamboo flooring made? There are a few steps. The first step is harvesting. Bamboo can be harvested every 3 to 6 years. After harvesting, bamboo should remain alive and regrow new stalks. It is really fast. For example, hardwood oak trees, it takes about 40 years to fully grow. And the next step is milling. It is the process that removing the green outer shell and cut the stalk lengthwise into strips. The strips are then milled flat. Then it goes to boiling process. This process removes sugars and starches from the bamboo strips. It reduces the bamboo's appeal to termites and makes the material less susceptible to expansion and contraction from water. Once it is boiled, the bamboo can be darkened via steam pressured carbonization process. Skipping this step means the bamboo retains its natural color or can be stained. Kiln drying. A kiln is a thermally insulated chamber. So kiln drying reduce the moisture content of wood before its use. So after kiln drying finished, it is finally ready to manufacture. The dried strips are then glued together, and there are 3 different types of planks: horizontal planks, vertical planks, and strand woven. Especially strand woven is the strong boards that are scratch and UV resistant. So those 3 planks are produced for each different purpose. Then now I'm going to talk about impacts from producing bamboo products and economic and social impacts. In China, some farmers have begun returning farmland to bamboo forest in the pursuit of a higher profit. As the demand of bamboo flooring, handicrafts, or other applications increase, bamboo cultivation creates an opportunity for income generation activities for suburban people, and it serves as job creation to those who engage in its activities. Therefore, the expansion of bamboo resources, the expansion of household incomes, and poverty reduction through increased bamboo production. The environmental impact, monoculture of plantations occurs. Some other types of forests have been clear cut to plant bamboo. It is common practice to cut down existing trees and replace them with bamboo. These plantations are not being implemented in a sustainable way because bamboo is becoming monoculture. This means that bamboo is the only crop that is grown in these regions. Any monoculture will have a negative impact on biodiversity. One of the most prominent examples of a bamboo tree is the giant panda. The panda bear is losing its habitat to bamboo plantations rapidly. Bamboo is sold as fast-growing grass that doesn't even require any fertilizers. This may be true on very small scale, but to keep up with American demand for bamboo products, fertilizers are being used widely to get a larger yield. This claim about not using any fertilizer doesn't hold any truth. If they didn't use any fertilizer, they would not be producing bamboo floor coverings as fast as they are. The pesticides and fertilizers have huge impact on the environment.
Bamboo is known for its high economic sustainability worldwide, with an international trade value of $2.5 billion. China, being the largest exporter, generates roughly $37 million per year from bamboo trade. Its versatility as a product allows bamboo to cover the four major sectors of global trade: raw materials, plated products, furniture, and shoots. Nearly 1.5 billion people worldwide benefit from bamboo trade, whether it be commercial selling or personal use. There are a wide variety of products made from bamboo, such as building materials, fabrics and clothing, tools for cooking and agriculture, weapons, and musical instruments. Key attributes of bamboo products are flexibility, strength, its light weight, and smooth texture.
In conclusion, bamboo has become a very useful material to man. Starting centuries ago in Asia, bamboo was first discovered and utilized. Its qualities of strength, durability, flexibility, and quick growth led to it currently being used in the international market for its many possible uses, such as fuel, clothing, furniture, flooring, and even as structural beams in houses. However, even with all the sustainable and eco-friendly processes this biomaterial contributes to our world, when not implemented to the highest standard, it can still generate negative implications towards the environment. For example, overharvesting has led to substantial decrease in natural bamboo forests that many animals like panda bears depend on. Additionally, bamboo plantations tend to have poor regulations and environmental standards in China and India, which can lead to waste and environmental degradation as a whole. On a positive note, international pressures from consumer countries may influence the $60 billion industry to implement environmental regulation. However, China and India's economies have benefited off of the bamboo trade having more relaxed regulations than other competing countries. It may be difficult to shift from these environmentally dangerous harvesting practices since they do not outweigh the economic ones at this current time. The bamboo industry is strong, and for better or worse, does not seem to be going anywhere in the near future.